So there's no justice in their ways. They call it a justice system, but there is no justice in their ways. They have made themselves crooked paths. See, they're not walking according to the paths of the Most High. They're walking according to their own paths, and their own paths are crooked because they made them for themselves. They call it, their law. This is our law. Whoever takes that way shall not know shalom. These people are not going to know shalom. No way, shape, or form. And we know what the Most High says he hates. These are the things the Most High hate. Proverbs 6:17. Hands that shed innocent blood. We are talking about people today that's quick to shed innocent blood. They care not for the old or the young. They run quickly to do this evil. Hands that shed innocent blood. That is a fact all through history, all through time. People have been shedding innocent blood. This innocent blood, this is someone that not guilty, didn't do anything. And some of these people will be found keeping Torah. We see all through the scripture. They're keeping Torah. If you're keeping Torah, you're doing righteousness. You're keeping Torah. All of man's laws, you're not breaking. Now, see, these people that's keeping Torah, part of Torah is to kill someone when they do something like commit adultery. You see that the judgment was to kill. Most of all the nations, not all of them, some of these Muslim countries, they will kill you for adultery. Our people don't know this. It's illegal. And they will kill you for committing adultery. But most countries, they won't do this. And so they're saying if these people kill them for committing adultery, that's evil. Let's go in and take down that country. Let's go in and take down these people and put in our laws, put in someone that will enforce our laws. See, this is what happens today. And the Most High sees this mess. But there are people that's shedding innocent blood today, and the Most High hates this. And we're going to see, what is the Most High going to do about all this? 2 Maccabees 4:35. For this reason, not only Yasharal, but many also of the other nations were grieved. Now see there are other nations that's, how can I say this? They're down with the Most High and his people. They're okay with the Most High and his people. And they say what they're doing it's right. Let them do what they want to do. But we see not only Yasharal, but other nations were grieved and displeased. They didn't like it. At the unjust murder of a man. See, in America, most Americans are not displeased when a police officer guns down an innocent person. Oh, he was reaching for something. You asked for his driver's license. He went in the car to get his driver's license and you gun him down. They said, well, he was in the line of duty and he feared for his life and he didn't know what he was reaching for. They are making up excuses for unjust murder of a man. Did the police officer pull the trigger on someone that was innocent? Did he have a gun in his hand? Did the police officer see the gun? You see, there's going to be a price for these police officers. And when they, the grand jury said, we're not going to indict. There's going to be a price for every last member of this grand jury. And when people get before the judges and the judge put forth an unjust judgment, there's going to be a price for these judges, and the righteous going to rejoice because we're going to say, finally, at last, we finally see justice because this was just and it was right. These men shed innocent blood. We have people that's supposed to uphold the law shedding innocent blood. They convict some of their police officers that did things, but not for shedding innocent blood against our people. We don't see them getting convicted for that, but we see them getting convicted for other things, pulling a woman over and then making her give him sexual favors, and he let her go, and they eventually get caught up in their mess. We see some of them going down for that, but killing innocent people, our people, no. They let them go. Deuteronomy 19, 10 through 13. He says, lest innocent blood be shed in your midst. The Most High said, make sure you don't do this unless you shed innocent blood in the midst of your land which Yahuwah, your Lord, is giving you as an inheritance. And therefore you will be guilty of bloodshed. The guilt of bloodshed, you will be, the Most High is saying, you will be guilty of bloodshed. The blood that you've shed of innocent people, it shall be upon you. The Most High holds us responsible for shedding innocent blood. And he says, there's a price to pay. Verse 11, but if anyone hates his neighbor, lies in wait for him, here we go. Remember, this neighbor is someone that's in the land. This neighbor is someone that's keeping Torah. This neighbor is Yasharal. If anyone hates his neighbor, he lies in wait for him, rises against him, and strikes him mortally, that he dies, and flees to one of those cities. Okay, we have one killing one of the righteous. Now he's fleeing to one of these cities that's a place of refuge. Then the leaders of the city shall send and bring him from there. They shall send and go get him and deliver him over to the hand of the avenger of blood, that he may die. The Most High is saying, you kill these innocent people, you're gonna have to die. This is what he's saying. You know, you shall not murder. This is one of the 10. So if you murdered an innocent person, what did they do? You had to die. This was the judgment. Did Shaul murder innocent people? Shaul murdered innocent people, but he wasn't walking according to Torah. He wasn't in the land, operating in the land. See, our people don't understand this. The one that's for Shaul, they don't understand this. He never operated, never, ever did he operate in the land of Yasharal. He never sowed his seed in the ground, brought forth an offering. He never did these things. He never brought forth tithe from the ground. He was busy walking and moving all over the place. So he shed innocent blood. And then he's thinking the Most High from his own mouth. The Most High forgave him. The enemy told him that. The enemy came to him and told him, you're forgiven. He says, your eye shall not pity him. See, Shaul, they wouldn't pity him. They would not pity him. And someone may say, well, didn't dude put a man's on the front line and end up taking his wife? Dude was the Mashiach. Dude belonged to the Most High. If dude kill an innocent person, that's between the Mashiach and the Most High. Shaul was not the Mashiach. Shaul wasn't even a prophet. Who in the world was Shaul? He was just some made up character. My wife asked me, do you think Shaul even existed? I said, probably not. Someone just came up with this name, but still he's known, and his letters goes out even till this day. He wrote letters to people that's dead and gone. He didn't write letters to us. He didn't write letters to Yasharal. So your eye shall not pity him, but you shall put away the guilt of innocent blood from Yasharal. See, he wasn't even a part of Yasharal because he wasn't operating in the land. And when he did visit Jerusalem, he went into the house of the Most High. And even worse than that, he brought Greeks. He did the abominable thing. He brought Greeks into the house. That's why they promised to kill him. They promised, I will not eat nor drink until I kill him. So the Most High is saying, you shall put away. They knew this verse. They lived by Deuteronomy 19, and 13. You shall put away the guilt of innocent blood from Yasharal, that it may go well with you. Now, if we don't put away this innocent blood, this stuff continues. This stuff spreads like wildfire. This is why the Most High said, put it out. This is a fire. Shaul was a fire that needed to be put out. He was an instrument of the enemy that needed to be put out. There's no forgiveness for this. We've checked Torah. We've checked everything where we need forgiveness. We understand through our Shabbat classes how to get forgiveness. See, today we don't know how to forgive. We don't know how to get forgiveness. We don't know the order. We don't know what Most High said we had to do for forgiveness. And Shaul didn't do these things, but he got forgiven. See, the righteous, the one that digs into Torah and understand our offering is connected with our forgiveness. When we understand this and we understand Shaul didn't give offering, we know for a fact this man was wicked. But tell it to the Babylonian teachers. They will say you don't understand him. 2 Kings 21:16. Moreover, Manasseh shed very much innocent blood, just like Shaul shed much. Shaul shed much innocent blood, bragged about it. Yeah, I killed the righteous. Yeah, I was killing them up. I thought he grew up in Torah. How can one grow up in Torah and then start killing innocent people? Something is wrong with this picture. So Manasseh shed much innocent blood till he had filled Jerusalem from one end to the other. Besides his iniquity by which he made Yehuda commit iniquity by doing evil in the sight of Yahuwah. I told you this stuff spreads like wildfire. The Most High intend for his people to put this out. Put it out. If it's the Mashiach, he's in my hand. I will put him out. Dude, the Most High dealt with dude in a way we couldn't deal with dude. He suffered. Dude suffered through his family, through his children. He suffered. He lost that son. He suffered. His own son was out to kill him. He suffered. He paid the price. The Most High made him pay. Look, if he was stoned, that seemed like, it seems as if he would have been kind of getting off. He got tortured right here on earth. So if you don't put this stuff out, these people will make you commit iniquity. You hang around Goy doing wickedness, Goy will make you commit iniquity. You stay in Babylon, you will partake of her iniquity and you will partake of her plagues. This is a fact. We can't hang around them and they don't be an effect on us. 2 Kings 24:4. And also because of the innocent blood that he had shed. Here's Manasseh shedding innocent blood. For he had filled Jerusalem. He filled Jerusalem with innocent blood, which Yahuwah will not. Wait a minute. Hold up. Yahuwah, am I reading this right? You know, one of the things I proclaim, I just read scripture. This is one of the things I said in the Shabbat class. I just read scripture. I'm just reading scripture. Whom Yahuwah would not pardon. He's not pardoning someone shedding innocent blood in Jerusalem. The Most High not. Listen, Jerusalem is the city of shalom, the city of peace. And here we have a wicked one shedding innocent blood. The Most High not pardon that. He's not forgiving that. Are you kidding me? And Shaul told us out of his mouth, with no witnesses, that he was pardoned for the murders of innocent blood, murdering people. Wait a minute, that's one of the 10. Thou shalt not murder. Murder, not thou shalt not kill. See, the righteous had to kill because the Torah requires you to kill the one that's committing adultery. Kill the one that sheds innocent blood. These are the things he hates. He didn't pardon him. He said he was pardoned, but we, the righteous, know no way, shape, or form was he pardoned. He will be found guilty on that day,